Hi YouTube and welcome back to my Let's Play SimCity on Sundays. I'm not sure if anyone else is into the Super Bowl, but if I watch it at all, it's probably going to be just the commercials later, and that's about it. I'm really not into the game itself. But back onto the topic of SimCity. So you can see I'm still working on the Space Center. The main city, Giovanni Woods, is right now contributing the most to it, with 12,000 out of the 40,000 computers that it needs to get up and running. Then the next city here, Traviata Knoll, is the one contributing the alloy, and it's chugging along slowly. So I'm just kind of focusing on. We've got the tower here, and I was going to put in a sky bridge, and I goofed. Whoops. And so I'm going to go ahead and just put a crown on it for now. If I want a sky bridge later, I'm going to have to, I think I have to destroy it from the top down, level by level, put the sky bridge where I want it, and then build up again from there. Anyhow, so just kind of looking at the different crowns and trying to decide what the best crown will be for this particular tower at the moment. And I looked at the Elite Tourism one, but I didn't like the way that top looked. And I just decided to look at how all of them looked, but ultimately decided on the hologram advertising to help the mall levels out. So we'll see how that works and how much that helps. So just kind of keeping abreast of, like, so how is my Omega Co doing? Maxis Man needs to do some stuff. So we've got a number of things going on here. So now moving on to the next city, Tosca Cliffs. This is the one where we need to contribute fuel to the Space Center, and it's not doing anything. I finally realized why. So at first I thought I didn't have enough oil capacity in the city because the Omega Co uses oil as well. So I was like, okay, so maybe why don't I build some more. Oh yeah, and I also needed some more delivery trucks so I could deliver the coal. I have one particular trade port where I'm exporting coal from. So, but I didn't have enough trucks to export coal fast enough. But then I thought, well, maybe I should build some trade ports for oil. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, I can put one there, and even though I can't expand out, if I get rid of the freight, I can put 2 oil storage facilities there, and then we can import the oil. And we're just kind of doing some import-export here, import the oil there. But then I realized that, yeah, okay, so I've got oil, but I don't have fuel. And ultimately that's what I ended up figuring out is, yep, I need an oil refinery. And I'm like, okay, where am I going to put this darn thing? So you'll see me kind of struggling here a little bit, trying to figure out, okay, now what can I do? Where can I put things? So first I thought, well, maybe if I put a road over here around the airport, I wonder if that'll do anything. There's going to be room there. And I can stretch that road out there. There's going to be room for the oil refinery there. Nope. Darn it. Which means I'm going to have to basically destroy some stuff in order to, and make room in order for that to happen. And I don't want to get rid of the trade ports. I don't think there's room enough here, even with those, where those trade ports are, to put this refinery down either. So, oh yeah, I was looking at this. So this road here, look at it. It floods slowly. It goes up and down with the tide, but people and cars still keep going through. I wonder if that's a glitch in the game or not. But I'm guessing that's a tide thing possibly there. I'm not sure. Because it seems, or going up and down with the waves and stuff, it tends, it's down below the water table level or something like that. But the game didn't compensate for roads that happened to be flooding. Alright, so here I am putting in some roads, and I'm going to put some industrial zoning throughout here. And primarily because I need to destroy some in order to make room for the refineries. I'm like, is it enough room there? Yes, there is. Okay. So now I'm going to de-zone that section and destroy the roads. And we're going to put the oil refinery in here. And this one little section of road, for some reason, just didn't want me to get rid of it. So there we go. I got rid of that, and now I need to reconnect that, and that's, of course, being stubborn as all heck. Okay, there we go. Alright, so one oil refinery. Plunk. And by default, it makes plastic, and it's like, well, I don't want it to make plastic. I want it to make fuel, because the goal ultimately is to have fuel for the space center. So there we go, fuel, and a bunch of delivery trucks. All right, so that's all we have there. Now we just need to let the oil deliveries. It'll go between the Omega Co and the oil refinery here, and hopefully we'll produce fuel that we can then send on to the space center. So I'm having a water capacity problem. You can see that the water pumps have basically, it's not completely empty, but it's really drained the water in this section here. It used to be dark blue where those pumps are. And I don't know if I need to move them on top of the darker blue to get a higher capacity, or I'm not sure what yet. I might have to kind of tear down some things and rearrange stuff. But for right now, I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm putting down a bunch of these futuristic water pumps. And I'm just kind of putting a whole bunch of them up there. I'm kind of looking at the gauge and getting it so that it's in the green as much as possible. There, so that's as many as it'll let me put in this area. And so that is helping with the part of the problem. Now, another part of the problem is water pollution, so I've got to do some more, add some more sanitation, water sewage cleanup. So hoping that that helps, at least to a degree. So I've got this futuristic one, and then we've got, and it's sanitizing the water. And then the other one is also, like, we've got a present day and we have a futuristic one. So hopefully with all of that, that'll help clean up the water problem. Alrighty. Let's see, it still says that there's a water problem. And I'm not entirely sure what to do about it at this point. Since I only have, for the water pumps, I only use the filtration ones that filter out pollution and all this stuff. I mean, probably having the water sanitation stuff downwind of the Omega plant is probably not helping. I probably should switch those around. I don't know. So I've got some city layout work to get done in that city. But you can see that I still need fuel. It's still not sending fuel, but you can see that I've got plenty of computers. I'm starting to get alloy. It's going slowly, but it's happening, so we'll have to see. Not sure. Okay, so now it's producing. Okay, so that's a good thing. As long as it's producing fuel. Alrighty. People seem to be happy with some of the changes I've been making in the city, so that's a good thing. I probably should expand the maglev system in the city at some point, which I haven't yet. And I haven't built a maglev in the third city either, so yeah, buying some power, because that's one of the goals here, is buy power. Not sure why, but you know, I hit buy power and that doesn't go away. I'm not quite sure why either. Could be a accomplishment glitch or something. Not sure. Not a big deal though. All right, so here I'm just checking. This particular trade port is exporting the wrong stuff. So here, with the recycling center is over capacity with plastics, so we're gonna ship it over to this trade port and sell it. You know, might as well make some money off of that stuff, you know. Police station is closed because we don't have enough people to work there, apparently, and people apparently are commuting. Yeah, it says, you know, build mass transit between cities. Well, I already have that. I've got the bus transit system between here and the other two cities, so the only thing I can't do is force them to come here and work. So that means I need to somehow increase my population. And I just added a helipad. So one of the best ways to increase population is with these mega towers. It's a quick boost, population boost right there. Alrighty. My Omega deliveries are slow. I need another factory. Fine. So, plunk it down right there. And add whatever things I can. These VTOL pads. And then we need, need some of these production. And making drones as well as actual Omega. There we go. So the demand for Omega was higher than what we were producing. Alright, see if we can increase the Gruene flow. Trick there is to have higher wealth citizens in town, because that's the one thing that we're missing right now is the high wealth. They have no high wealth employees. They have lots of low and medium wealth employees, but no high wealth. So that will be the next thing. So you can see there. So we need to max out the high wealth as well. All right. So next thing is increase the population. So this area right here is has a lot of high wealth land value. But we're not getting enough high wealth people moving into the area. So instead, yeah, bulldoze a bunch of these things here, and we're gonna plunk in a mega tower. And this, you can see here that street configuration is actually the perfect footprint for the mega tower. So nope, that's pedestrian only. Connect the other two streets. All right, so we're gonna just kind of build that thing up. Some nice apartment complexes kind of coming in here, and I think I have to eventually upgrade some of the streets to in order to increase population density. All right, so I do have a skybridge station on this one, so I'll make sure that I have a skybridge station built on the elite tower as well, and then we'll connect the two towers so that the mega tower residents don't have to go down the street level and drive over to the other mega tower in order to interact over there. So they seem to prefer using sky bridges if they can. First I need another level. End up doing an office level. So the one mega tower that I already have here has 3 residential and a couple of kind of like service levels and one mall level. Alright, so there we go. I need to add another level. This time I'm going to do, yep, the skybridge level, and then we can connect the two towers. Oh yeah, so this one's ready for a crown. and I look at the pros and cons of all the different crowns for, because this is a standard mega tower. You'll notice that it's darker and grittier looking, kind of a dystopian type feel, whereas the other ones have the kind of the clean, futuristic, modern kind of feel. So you can kind of have your city look more dystopian or more utopian, I guess. Or you can, have a mix of both, which is what I'm doing in this particular city, is I'm just kind of mixing the two. There we go, one skybridge connection. And I zoom in just to kind of get a look at, like, what's going on. So all these people, and they're on moving sidewalks. They don't even have to walk across. Oh yeah, and the crown that I put up on top of the one mega tower is a basically amusement park type crown. It's a roller coaster. That could be interesting, I figured. All right, still not getting any fuel deliveries at the Space Center. I see lots of oil delivery trucks driving around. They look like oil cans, and you can see the coal icons as well. You can see where the trade ports are, but no fuel. The fuel looks like a gas fuel pump icon, so not sure what's going on there. But I thought I would check in on Giovanni Woods as well, just to kind of see what's going on over here. Haven't checked in on them all episode yet, and this is sort of this is my main central city. And oh yeah, they keep pushing me to build an arcology. I'm like, I'm already building a space center. If I build one, it's going to have to be in another great work. It's not going to be this great work here. Anyway, got some really lovely looking skyscrapers being built in the city. I kind of like the look of some of these. But then I got a message saying that density can't increase for some of these areas, residential areas, because of the streets. So I'm upgrading the streets now to high density from medium or low density, so that we can have some density increases. If you want more people to live there, your roads need to be able to handle or have the capacity for more traffic, obviously. I mean, the maglev stations help, but you still need the road capacity as well. And the road density helps determine your residential density. If you keep a neighborhood all with just low density streets, you're never going to have it develop skyscrapers, just because it's just too low density to handle a skyscraper. And I also realized that I never upgraded the road on the big circle in town. So I'm going from medium to high density avenue there, just to kind of make sure that there's no traffic issues around that area. Also to have a lot of traffic issues in this town, which is kind of nice. A couple of yellow spots there, and red shows up once in a while, but most of the time it stays green to kind of a yellowish green. Alright, so now that I've been upgrading the roads, and I think I'm still doing a little bit of that, you'll see some of these kind of like townhome things being replaced with skyscrapers. You can see that they're being built right now. So that was the plan. I'm definitely continuing to increase the population. We're over 50,000 now in town, so this is nice. Ooh, I kind of like that one building that just popped up too. That's kind of cool looking with the different like park levels and stuff. See, a great arcology again. It's like, will you stop asking me? I keep telling him no thanks. I think it would stop, but build an amusement park. Those amusement parks take huge chunks of real estate to build. I mean, I guess one of the things I could do in the future is build a really small town with a big amusement park, but And maybe I could do like a casino town or something in the future. But for right now, we're gonna try and get that space center get that space center built. Once I get the space center built, then these different towns, or cities are. I'm not gonna have a lot to do with them anymore because they'll be so built up, and I'll have built them up because of supplying what is needed to build the space center. But then at that point, so at that point in the game, I'll probably move off to another section of the map and start building around another great work, and maybe at that point I'll build an ecology, because they keep asking for it. I don't know if the archaeology has to be in the great work within this part of the region or not. I have no idea. But one thing at a time. And still no fuel being delivered. Whatever. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank you so much for watching me. I hope you're enjoying these episodes. Please like the videos if you do, and I would appreciate a subscription. And I guess until next week, I'll say take care. Bye-bye.